There was a story that somebody told me. This would have been probably going on 5 years back. Um, and they were up at this orchard doing something, relatively nefarious. And there was a group of, I think, 4 of them. And they were down hanging out at the base of the little hill here. And they got startled by something up on the road. They thought someone was coming down to yell at them. This was like 3 or 4 in the morning, I think it was. So it was, ungodly hour. So they hightail it and they go, and halfway down the road, he realizes that he left his phone and his wallet back down at the base of the hill because it was just more comfortable for him to sit without stuff in his pocket. So he comes back, they turn around, he comes back, he jumps out of the car, and he runs down to the base of the hill. And they'd been sitting in like a circle where each one of them had been sitting on points, rocks. And he looks down at the ground in the kind of the center and sees what he at first thought looked like he said it looked like the jellyfish from SpongeBob. It kind of had that pinkish jelly color. And so he's thinking, oh, what is that? And leans in and looks, but he ends up seeing just a tiny little hand and realizes that, it's a fetus. So he, freaks out and runs up the hill. And he came back, I think, a couple weeks later and said he didn't see anything. But now I can never speak on the validity of a story like that, but I have to say that that individual is they're a very logical and calculated person. And so, I don't know. But either way, every time I drive past this orchard, I always think of that story. And I always wonder if that was like paranormal or if it was just the darkness of the real world. But it's just kind of a cool piece of lore that I wanted to contribute.